Hello, and welcome back to the land of our elders. We continue back with our main party away from that prequel nonsense, where our party has just been informed by good old... what's his name? What did I call that man? Ramon? Was it Ramon?
It might have been.
I think it was Ramon. I'm going to say Ramon. The guild master has recently come back to you after you had spent some time in Northwich to inform you that the king, or sorry, not the king, but the lord of Grenefeld has finally sent word back and has requested that you meet him to speak on behalf of the guild about the goblin problem in the region. Well, anything to say?
Aren't we waiting?
You were waiting last session. Now the waiting is over. It's now time for you to go see the Lord of the land.
But wasn't there a bunch of crazy stuff going on in this town?
In Northwich, there was something that the farmer was dealing with, I will say, that I remember. The farmer was dealing with something to do with his pigs. Some pigs died and some went missing. However, you did not figure out at the time what it was. The fisherman was dealing with lurkers, and that's about all I remember you doing in Northwich at the time.
Yeah, but we have to go to this, don't we?
You do. You do
Yeah.
need to see the Lord. It's very important.
I thought we were already walking and had gotten in a caravan to go with this.
When our session left off after last time, you had only just now been told by Ramon about going to see the Lord at his castle. He had just told you they gotten word back and that they need to load up and head up to the castle. So you are all currently standing there in front of Ramon, who has just informed you of this.
Well, okay. Let's get going.
Yeah, what are we waiting for?
Nothing, I suppose, yeah. Is there anything you guys need to, get or want to bring or anything?
We
Well,
don't really have a lot of...
Are our water skins full?
You filled them, if I remember, a couple days ago. You have water, yes.
We don't
But they're
really
not
have a
full.
lot. Oh, they're not full?
They're not full, but you do have water.
We could just tell them, just fill them up on the way out. But,
Well, are you going to say that?
yeah. I say, hey, Ramon, we have to fill up our water skins real quick, but outside of that, yeah, we don't really have a lot of personal possessions.
Oh, here, let me take those. He takes your mostly empty water skins and just hands you some fresh ones.
Oh, thanks.
You now have full water skins.
Sweet.
Well, looks like the cart's ready. Are you guys ready to load up?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, very well. You all load up in the cart outside and begin traveling from the town of Northwich to the southeast to Grenefeld Castle. Grenefeld Castle is in the center of this region. It is not a very large castle. It is made partially of stone, partially of wood. There are some guards with crossbows wearing gambeson and hoods atop the walls that aren't too high. But overall, there aren't all that many guarding the castle. The doors open up. It is a simple swinging wooden door with a large timber that is used to lock it when need be, which you enter through into the main courtyard with a few of the beastmen.
On our ride there, are we all in the same, like, what are we in?
You are all in a wagon.
Is it just the three of us in the wagon?
There is the three of you. Yes, I'll say it's just the three of you.
Okay. I look over it on our way there.
Sure.
I look over at Dorvin. I say, this would probably be a good time for you to study that book you've been trying to read.
It might be. Yes.
Just because we're on the open road, nice breeze, might be a good time to read. I'm kind of curious what's in that book myself.
Yeah. I'll read it.
Very well. Dorvin reads as he travels along to the castle. Is there anything else any of you want to do as you're traveling in the cart? It's not a very long journey, I will say. Maybe about an hour's ride at most.
I'm looking at my inventory to see if there's anything I can do. I drink one of my well, I only have one. I drink my honey mead.
All of it at the same time?
How much do I have?
I mean, you have a whole bottle.
Is that a lot?
I mean, we're talking a wine-size bottle, which is quite large.
Okay, I drink, a quarter of it.
Okay, you drink a fourth of your bottle of mead.
Yep, that's it. That's all I'm feeling right now. Just some honey on the tongue. That's about it.
It's very, very sweet. You sip your mead as you travel along to the castle. Iris, is there anything you'd like to do? Any superstitious activities that you'd like to do, like knocking on wood or, I don't know, scratching your fingernails together or praying to some deity?
I take a nap.
You just pass out. Okay, sure.
Wait.
Iris just flat out, stone cold, just passes out on the floor.
Whoa. Iris, are you okay?
This is normal. And then I fall back asleep.
I laugh, and I go back to sipping my mead.
Very well. You all enter through into the castle as I had described it before. And you all now in the main little area, the central courtyard of the castle. You hear Ramon outside say, "Alright guys, get on out."
Okay. I do so.
Dorvin?
I also get out.
Nobody seems to have remembered to wake up Iris.
Hey, Iris, get up.
Huh? Oh. We're
Let's
here?
go. Yeah, we're here. Come on, let's go.
I follow them.
Very well. You all follow out into the courtyard, where you see, courtyardy things, straw, practice dummies, a couple of guys walking around that seem to be some kind of guards, nothing much. Of course, there's the main hall, or the main fortress of the castle, the center part, which is where the Lord lives, and Ramon motions you towards the door.
I follow.
We go to the door.
Yes, you are let inside by a couple of guards into the main hall area where there is a very large table currently empty, though you assume that this is where the Lord holds parties for his nobler guests. And past that table is a set of stairs, just a few leading up into a region where the king has his, or sorry, not king, but the lord of the region has a small throne where he listens to the troubles of the local peasantry.
Ah, cool.
Well, is he here?
Yes, he sits at his throne, motioning you and Ramon over. It is only the four of you that have entered into the castle main fortress. And he says, come over, let me hear what it is you have to say.
Is it just this guy, or is there like a princess, or like a queen, or is there anything else?
It is Lord Grenefeld in his throne with guards on either side of him. There is no one else besides you four and them.
Okay, just curious. I approach.
You follow Ramon up to the Lord's chair, his throne. Well then, Ramon, I hear there's something to do with goblins. Are you here to try to extort more gold out of me? Ramon says back to the king, no, sir, seriously this time. There is a very, very serious goblin problem taking place. The entire town of Erelon is gone. And you expect me to believe that that was really goblins? What say you? He motions towards Vidar. You really expect me to believe that goblins caused all this?
Hey man, I'll tell you, yeah, I didn't expect it either, but those were definitely goblins.
Give me a roll.
I probably should have made a little bit more of a persuasion. Alright, 1 sec. Boop. Uh-oh.
What did you roll?
73.
Horse shit, you're a lying bastard!
Damn it, I have the best persuasion.
Goblins are maybe, what, 3-4 feet at the tallest? You really expect me to believe that something so small and pathetic that lives out in dung heaps in the wilderness could possibly destroy an entire town?
Yes, but there was a lot of them. Like, a lot. Like, maybe 400, 500...
I don't want to hear anything else from you, you lying sack of shit.
I'm not a liar.
Does anybody else want to say anything to the Lord?
Am I able to try to convince...
You are absolutely able to try and convince the Lord.
Okay.
What do you want to say?
Well, my lord, I'm sorry for my lying sack of shit friend, but the town really was attacked by goblins, and none of the townsfolk survived.
Then that wouldn't make me a liar.
I have to agree with him, otherwise he'll, you know...
That's not agreeing with him.
Ah, I see. So you're a group of lying sacks of shit.
Oh, no.
Iris, is there anything that you can say? Perhaps you think.
Okay, I'm gonna say, sir, whether you believe it is goblins or not, the entire town of Erelon was destroyed by a threat, whether goblins or not, and don't you think that maybe we should try to find whatever this threat is and put an end to it?
Well, I suppose that is a rather convincing argument. But without knowing what this threat is, how do you expect me to fund the Beastmen? Am I supposed to just pony up a sum of cash for nothing and just assume that they can figure it out? Grenefeld has never been a very wealthy region.
I'm sure you have.
I don't want to hear it from you.
Dagnabbit.
Perhaps you could send some royal guards or someone to monitor the progress, and if it's not going as you see fit, then you can end the funding.
Give me a roll.
$38.
What's your persuasion?
15.
No.
That doesn't sound like a very good idea to me. You think that I not only would have the money, but the manpower to send my guards up there, even if I did have such guards that I trusted enough to do such a task? You think I can just willy-nilly throw them away to keep them at a Beastmen Guild just to monitor their work?
Can I call the Lord a chicken?
You can.
No. Why would you do that?
Go right ahead. Do it.
Well, my lord, if you're too chicken to do anything about this threat against your people, I guess I can understand so.
A chicken? Me? Why, I've never been so insulted before! How dare you!
The Dark quietly looks over at Dorvin like, what the fuck, man?
It's not that you don't have the resources, it's more if you won't... You're scared of something.
Scared? I'm not scared of anything! I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you!
Oh, man.
Well, if you're not scared of the threat, why not get rid of it?
You know, that's a good point. You know, you're just gonna kinda let this happen to you, man?
Yeah, you're just gonna let all of your people die and let some unknown threat rule over your little territory?
That's kind of sounds like a bad ruler, you know, just lets threats roll over him, you know?
I don't have to take this kind of verbal abuse from you weak peasantry! Guards! Guards!
Oh, no.
Just as the guards motion to grab you, suddenly you hear a commotion outside, and somebody runs in. My lord! My lord! There are goblins at the gate!
Oh, gee, who could have predicted this terrible tragedy?
The lord responds, Goblins, so what? Take care of them! They're just tiny little green bastards! As he says this, however, a spear is immediately run through the back of the guard who just sent the message's head, and he lands smack down onto the ground dead.
Oof.
He then...
Who could have seen that coming?
The Lord then motions to his guards. What are you fuckers standing around for? Attack!
Can we see outside of the door?
The door is open. There's a large commotion going outside, but you don't know exactly what's going on.
Is this only like a one-door place, or is there like multiple exits?
Well, you've never been in here, so you don't know.
I asked the king.
It's a lord, not a king.
With the Lord, is there any way to get out of here so that the threat does not kill us? Because we can't go out the front.
let me see.
The Lord has to remember he's getting very forgetful in his old age.
No, I'm rolling to see how scared he is. I'm not afraid of no fucking goblins. If you losers want to run, then you can find your own damn exit. He pulls out his sword. To glory! And he runs out the door into the fray.
That is so brave and yet so rude at the same time.
Well, that guy's gonna die.
You can, by the way, if you wanted, get involved in the action as well. There is...
Before we go outside, is anybody left inside the throne?
Just you four. It is the three of you and Ramon.
You know,
I mean,
this would
the
be
last time...
Who... What were you going to say, Iris?
The last time we were attacked by goblins, Vidor's arm was broken, so I don't know if we should stick around this place.
You know, I had a thought. They're all out there fighting. This is like a lord's mansion, right?
Yes.
You know, this would be a good time to, maybe loot his chambers.
I would like to remind you that you are saying this all openly in front of the Beastmen Guildhall Master.
I forgot he was there.
Who then says,
No.
I understand your pains, my friends. I can understand your financial situation, but I'm afraid I can't let you do that. In fact, I believe that you should arm yourselves, and we should probably prepare ourselves to fight outside.
Okay.
If this castle is taken over, there's a good chance that we won't be able to take care of this goblin problem at all.
Alright, let's go outside and assess the damage.
Yeah, let's go.
You sound so sad in saying
There's
that.
probably so much
We don't
gold.
know how many. There's probably a ton of money in here. And two, we have no idea how many goblins are out there. And we have clearly established we are not as much as D&D adventurers as we are squishy NPCs.
You raise a fair point.
Just saying.
Anyway, you exit out the door into the open world, albeit quite trepidatiously, to see many men firing arrows over the walls at what you can only assume to be more goblins. There are both dead men and many dead goblins in the courtyard who seem to have found their way inside some which way.
Oh, by the way, just a question, because I know I had that revigorating thing last session or whatever. Can I move my broken arm at all?
No, not yet. It's still in a cast.
Okay, just
Still in a
checking.
sling, rather.
Just want to make sure.
I believe you have 2 more points of permadamage to heal, and once that heals, you can use your arm again.
Okay, just checking. So I guess we scan the area, see what's going on.
Yes, well, as I said, there are goblins coming from somewhere inside, while there's a lot of men firing arrows over the walls, who are being detected by other men using swords to keep them off of the stairway. There's dead men in the courtyard, as well as many dead goblins. Ramon says immediately after coming outside with you, they must have found some back way inside, maybe maybe somewhere where a scullery maid uses, or something like that, a secret entrance.
Well, we should go check it out.
Yeah, let's go do what he said.
You want to follow Ramon. Very well.
Yep.
Ramon charges head first into where the goblins are coming from.
Oh boy. Okay. If you say so, Ramon.
He pulls out his... Ramon pulls out his claymore and cleaves through the heads of 3 goblins.
Oh, damn, he's got a claymore?
Yes.
I want a claymore, but I can't fucking hold one.
Says, what are you waiting for? Hurry, run! This way!
Okay.
Yes, let's get going.
We follow. We've been following.
Let's see. There are some goblins on you. Each of you are going to have to get a goblin out of your way to continue to follow him.
Good luck with my arm.
You do have your sword.
I do. And a 20% at one-handed weapons.
Well, you can work together. Well, Iris has to use a crossbow, but you and Dorvin can work together if you want. You're close enough.
Let's work together on this, Mike.
Yeah, let's work together, because I don't think I'm going to be able to hit anything alone.
Give me a roll.
64?
For one-handed?
Yeah.
And it was what, 20%?
Wait, 1 second. I rolled the 10 die and the 9 die, right?
You rolled it. You said you got a 64, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the 2 of you swing wildly and miss pretty much every goblin around you, who quite easily dodge you. You did a group roll with Dorvin.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he...
Iris, can you perhaps shoot a goblin with your crossbow?
I take my crossbow, I put my bolt in it, and I shoot, and roll... Oh, a 91.
As you go to load your crossbow, you shoot yourself in the foot.
Oh my god.
I mean, it wasn't a critical failure.
Yes, it was.
91 is a critical failure?
Yes.
Well,
I thought 100 was a critical failure.
You take significant damage, by the way. You take 3 points.
I thought you had to have like 100 to get a critical failure.
90 to 100 is critical failure.
Dag nabbit, Call of Cthulhu.
Ramon thankfully notices you guys struggling, runs back. He stabs one of the goblins in the back of the head with a knife, cleaves another away with his sword, and then says, "What are you all doing? I thought you were fighters! Come on!"
I never said that.
I never claimed to be fighters.
I'm trying.
You follow him down a tunnel deeper into the castle, down into some sort of like dungeony region.
Oh, by the way, when I said I'm trying, I look at my broken arm. Anyway, we follow.
You follow down a flight of stairs made of stone into a stony kind of room. There seems to be a hole in the wall, and some goblins have found it and have been coming through.
Let's go through that hole? Question mark?
We try to plug the hole before running into the goblin hole.
Oh yeah, that's probably a better idea.
Yes, I believe that would be a smarter idea. Why don't you guys give a look around real quick?
Okay.
I look around.
I mean, give me a roll.
Oh, okay.
I roll a 90, so that's a nope.
60.
You're still reeling from the pain of shooting yourself in the foot with a bolt.
the arrow's still in my foot.
68?
And your perception was?
I'm looking. Oh, 5.
Right. Well, good thing you're about as blind as a bat. That's great. It's fine, because Dorvin manages to find something. He manages to find a bit of mortar. Barrels of it, in fact.
Hey, we can use that shit.
Ramon is over by the...
bricks.
You can just use the straight-up mortar.
Mortars,
Probably.
It takes forever to dry.
yeah, like, wouldn't they continue to break in through that?
Wait, I got an idea.
When I say there is a lot of mortar, I mean there is a fuck ton of mortar.
Why is
How
there just
heavy?
prepared mortar?
Because this is a storage room.
So they're in
But-
barrels, right?
Yes. Like, there's like 10, 20 barrels of this stuff.
Can I, like, pick up one of the barrels and, like... No, that would be stupid.
Okay, let's plug the holes.
I was gonna say I smashed the barrel against the hole, but that would be very... I feel like I'd just pour it out. Be a lot easier.
Let's plug the hole with this mortar over here.
Vidar, give me a strength roll.
$18.
Excellent. You carry 2 barrels in either hand over to the hole where...
What, even with the broken
His
one?
arm-
How?
Oh, that's right. He has broken arms. That's right. He carries 2 on one arm. That's how strong he did it.
Oh my gosh.
I said he carried 2. He carried 2.
I'm impressing myself.
It's the adrenaline.
Yeah, it's the adrenaline of about to die. You
I
run.
do have 10 strength, I mean.
You rush over to the hole where Ramon has been kind of almost plugging it up with the corpses of goblins at this point.
That's great. We can use that, I guess.
He sees you have the mortar. Quickly, start pouring it here!
I pour.
You begin pouring and it covers over the dead corpses of the goblins and begins to pile up into kind of a mound. After you get through the second or third barrel or so, there is enough mortar in between this gap that nothing can get through.
Yay! Hole plugged. Ain't getting through that.
How long is it going to take to dry?
Who knows, but it'll be fine.
Well, are there goblins coming from anywhere else?
That was the only way they could get in, it seems, so no.
How did so many goblins manage to get all the way here to the castle anyway?
You forget that Grenefeld is mostly nature. There's not a whole lot in it, so there's not a whole lot stopping them either.
Well, let's go. I guess we gotta go kill the remaining goblins, I suppose?
Ramon says, Well, that was quite a nasty, kind of a nasty spill there, but if we're lucky, maybe the Lord has reconsidered the goblin problem.
Yeah, maybe he won't call us dirty liars anymore.
Still a chicken.
I chuckle. Well,
You
let's...
exit the little dungeonous region back up out into the open, fresh air. There's lots of dead goblins in the courtyard as well as many dead people.
I love the smell of dead goblins in the morning. It smells like... Well, actually, it smells kind of rancid, actually.
They don't shower. or bathe.
Maybe they should. By that smell. But we follow Ramon.
He calls out to one of the guards. What's the situation? A guard comes down and begins to inform you. Well, it seems we've scared off the goblins for now, but they killed quite a few people, including Lord Grenefeld.
Oh no!
Where is his corpse so I may inspect it?
Oh my
What?
gosh.
That is so obvious.
Uh,
So you may inspect it.
The guard looks at you very suspiciously and says, I don't think you should go anywhere near his body.
Oh, Dorfin, you're so weird.
I tried.
Anyway, what do we do now? Because
The guard says, I suppose with the Lord dead, the duty of rule would fall to his child.
Does he have one?
Indeed. Well, one at the castle at the current.
Who is that?
His daughter.
How old is his daughter?
You've never seen his daughter, so you don't know.
I'm asking.
Oh. She's 16, I suppose?
No, that's plenty old enough.
Yeah.
Where
that's
is
good.
she?
You see her come out of the castle. Oh my, this is quite a lot for a lady to take in.
What do you think of this?
This is just terrible, just terrible. The guards tell me that my father has died.
Yeah, this is just like what happened at Erelon, except those goblins got away.
Yeah, we didn't get to actually kill any of those guys.
Not that you got to kill any this time, either.
We murdered
You hush, voice of God. In my head.
He just gets
I don't.
He says aloud.
I do not say that aloud.
Your
I
mind
have spoken!
Dagnabbit. Okay, well, this is a real threat, and not to, throw duty on you on your first day or anything, but, I feel as though this is a big threat, Maybe we should, have some funds to get rid of these goblins? Or the Beastmen Guild, as it were?
She turns to Ramon. Ramon, you've lived in these lands for a very, very, very long time. Can you promise me that you can clear out this goblin problem? Ramon motions yes. Very well then. The treasury is at the Beastmen Guild's disposal until this goblin problem is eradicated.
Too bad we aren't beastmen.
I mean, we technically are.
No, you're not.
In a sense.
You're not.
I mean, we're helping.
Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night, Vidar.
Hey. Well, what now?
Ramon turns around. Well, I suppose you lot had better get back to Northwich then. I'm going to stay here to help clean up some of this mess.
Ah,
Do you need any assistance in cleaning up this mess?
Well, I suppose we could. We'll be gathering up the bodies and... Wait a minute. Dorvan, I believe that perhaps you specifically should leave.
What? Why?
I just don't trust you.
I can watch.
The bodies and their belongings are going to be returned to their next of kin.
I understand.
sure you do. Nah. I'm pretty sure they'll catch any of us. Let's head on back. Did he say he did not need help?
With cleanup? No.
Okay. Well, we do have some unfinished business in Northwich. I guess we should head on back there. We can come back here later. Oh.
What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, how far back is Northwich? Because we came by carriage. We'd have to go back by foot, wouldn't we?
Yes, you would have to go back by foot. The cart got destroyed, as well as the horses got killed.
Typical.
But it's not a far travel to Northwich.
Okay, that's good.
Before you go, though, Ramon does mention, once I get back into town, I'll let you know what our plans from there are.
Okay. I'm guessing... Well, this is me speaking. I guess we don't... Well... Yeah. Yeah, let's head on back.
Very well. You begin traveling on the road from the castle back to Northwich.
Jelly!
If only we had a higher sneaking skill.
Actually, my sneaking skill is really good, but
How high?
my stealth is 50.
That's
Oh, really?
pretty good. But, like, I would suggest even higher for what I was gonna do.
Anyway, you travel back to the town of Northwich with no real particular issue, and arrive around, I will say, the afternoon.
Hey, it's not nighttime.
Yes! This is exactly. Okay. So,
Let's see. What?
are we still hanging out at the Beast Guild, or...
You may. He never said you were kicked out from sleeping there yet.
I'm trying to remember everything in this town.
I can simply tell you.
Yeah.
The church, the blacksmith, the farm, the general store, the bakery, the hunter's house, the inn, the sawmill, the mill, the town hall, the fisherman, and of course the guild hall.
Is there... I'm trying to... We should probably be taking notes. What... Oh, that's right. We had to kill those lake creatures.
The fisherman is having trouble with lurkers, and the farmer is having trouble with something you don't know.
Hey, let's try that. Let's go look for some lurkers. Seems like some low... something we might be able to handle.
I will remind you that some of the information that you found out about lurkers from last time, they can be attracted using the smell of dead bodies. Dead animals work, but dead people work better. And there is a particular flower that is a very strong attractant for them, called a blood flower, which can be found in the northeastern region of Grenefeld.
Yeah, but we should have grabbed one of the dead bodies when we were back there.
I don't think they would have appreciated that.
We could have grabbed a dead goblin body.
I don't know if they eat those. Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, they are at the very least quite rancid smelling.
Wait a minute. There's bounties for goblins in this town, right? Pretty sure.
You didn't ask the town hall about that. That was in Erelon that you were told.
Where's the, is there a bounty board in this town?
You checked it, and they also have a poster that said Goblin Problem, though it did not specify rewards for just individual goblins.
Okay. Who would we see about who to kill?
What do you mean, who do you see about who to kill? That's very... Are you assassins?
Of goblins right now, but no, who would we see about the goblin issue? Like, who posted the notice?
It was posted by Town Hall.
Then to Town Hall we can go to ask about this goblin issue.
If you wish. Does anybody else want to go somewhere else?
I'll just go to town hall.
Yeah, I'll follow, because...
We can kill, maybe we can kill a small amount of goblins, then take one of their corpses and then use it as bait. As long as we only run into a couple. Hopefully.
Very well, you
That's
enter
pretty
the Town Hall of Northwich to see the mayor. Why, hello there. What do you want?
Hi, we've been helping out the beastmen lately, and we saw the notice on the board that said you're looking for some dead goblins, and we were hoping to do that for you.
Well, do you have any?
Not yet. We just wanted to ask if you were looking for any specific group or anything.
I was unaware that goblins had groups.
I meant, like, is there a specific area they've been coming from that you want us to get rid of? Like a specific cave outside of town or something like that?
Maybe
Not
a
that I
goblin
know
town.
of, just goblins. They come into town once in a while, but I don't know where from.
Oh. Okay.
Is there any bounty on them, or do you just want them dead?
I want them dead. I will pay anyone who can kill them.
Okay.
Alright, well, thanks for the info.
Just a quick note for the party. Something that you might have forgotten was that you discovered that the Goblin City is likely to the west of Erelon, or what was originally Erelon. So the problems that Northwich is facing with the goblins is probably related to the same Goblin City.
Well, maybe we can find some stragglers. I mean, goblins kind of split up, I think. I don't know. We found those few just scouting around, I think.
Those were rogue goblins.
Well, I mean, I guess we could always run away if things get bad.
I don't really want to go to a goblin town.
No. Well, not to a goblin town. We could just look on the edges of the town. Maybe see... Well, wait a minute. Don't goblins like to hunt chickens and shit?
They do like livestock, yes.
We could go camp out near the farm like we did before.
I guess.
What farm?
A little weird, but we had I guess we could. If
But
we
wait a minute,
asked.
didn't the farmer say he also had some problems?
The farmer does have
farmer
some
was-
trouble, yes.
Having
Hey.
some different kind of problems that seem a little bit more than what we can handle.
What problems was the farmer having, Iris?
What? Don't you remember with the pigs?
Yes.
And the,
I remember, but did you tell me?
yeah, I told you. I told everyone. We went there and we looked at it.
Oh, right, all the blood and stuff. Right.
How would you forget? That was such a big deal.
Short-term memory sometimes. But, anywho, you said that it looked like it was
Witchcraft.
magic-based? Witchcraft.
I did not say that it was
though.
or looked like it. Iris said that.
Oh, okay. So you're saying it could be magic-based?
I'm saying something very superstitious is going on.
Something superstitious?
I think she means supernatural.
No, I mean superstitious. If I wanted supernatural, I would have said it.
Superstitious
It's a
is...
descriptor. I know what it is. I'm using it wrong on purpose.
I don't know if that's the right way to use that word.
It's too late. I already said it.
I know. I'm just commenting on it. As Vidar.
Dorvin?
What?
Do you have anything to add? What do you think of the farm?
I say the farm is bad juju, and we should stay away.
But don't you like bad juju?
Not whatever the hell went through that farm.
I mean, weren't you looking I mean, she mentioned it could be something magical.
Something magic went and murdered pigs and dragged off with. Explain to me how that makes any sense.
I mean, I don't know why someone magical would be stealing pigs, but I don't know. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. I'm. Well, look, we need to kill something.
How about we kill you?
No, not me, dummy.
You'd make great bait.
Oh yeah.
Killing me wouldn't get us any money.
It would give
I
us
mean-
a dead body.
It would give us your money.
Can we look? You know what? Actually, does this town have a morgue?
I don't think they're just gonna give us anything.
I didn't say. I was going to ask.
I suppose technically every town does have a mortician area, although I do not list it on locations, but sure, I will say that yes, there is a grave digger.
I would like to try to find said gravedigger. Actually, no. I'm not going to try to find him. I'm going to ask a person. Hey, excuse me, sir or madam, anyone. Try to get someone's attention.
Yes, you, yelling in the streets?
Yes, me. Do you know where I can find the local gravedigger?
Well, he lives in the house up by near where the graveyard is, which is just behind the church.
Ah, thank you very much. Alright, guys. If we want to find you-know-what, let's go to that guy. I'm sure if there's anyone who knows anything about dead bodies, it's that guy.
Maybe he has some parts on him.
Yeah!
Or maybe we could use those dead pigs if the farmer won't.
Ah, I forgot about the dead pigs.
You know, maybe he has something left over somewhere.
Wait, were like all the pig parts gone, or was it just like
You found
blood.
you found a dead pig.
Oh shit! Well, let's just go fucking do that. That'll be way easier.
And much
Instead of
less
the-
suspicious.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the mortician's gonna give us some weird fucking looks the second we ask for a body. I was just gonna do it because our options were limited. But no, if there's a dead pig just sitting there, then yeah, let's go steal that. I mean, we're not stealing because it's dead.
Let's go ask for that pig.
Yeah, let's go ask for the piggy. Let's go over to the farm.
You never told the farmer about the dead pig where it was.
Well, that should be fine, because now it'll be rotten, and the thingies will like it more.
I know,
To
I'm
say-
saying that the farmer doesn't really know that you found a dead pig.
Well, let's go tell him.
Okay.
Unless we just want to steal it without him knowing, which we technically could do.
I shall remind you that the pig that you found was not in the pig pen, but a ways into the woods in a bush.
Oh. I mean, is that even his pig?
Well, now we're just getting into details that
Conspiracy
don't
theory.
really matter.
I mean, you guys were about to grave rob for a dead body at this point. I don't think that this is the worst thing that you've
I mean,
considered.
this pig has no brand, so it's just a wild pig.
Eh, it could be just a wild piggy. We just take it. I mean, what's he gonna use? A dead pig that's probably been corrupted, or it could be poisoned, or any number of things, really.
What if we accidentally give them the lurkers a magic pig, and then they become super strong and buff and go on a rampage and destroy everything?
I find that unlikely.
Yeah, it's very unlikely. Calm down. Let's just go and see the grave man. And, grave rob, as it was called.
No, you know what? Let's just grab the pig. Let's just get that pig.
But- You
What?
know,
You would
If-
rather grave rob than take an unused corpse of a pig.
I mean, all corpses are unused.
I'm
Depends.
pretty. Look, we'll go for the pig. If the pig doesn't work, we can grab some corpses. How about that?
Okay.
Fair enough. Okay. We head to the farm to grab the pig.
You find it. It has rotted a bit over the past couple days. It's quite rancid smelling, though you imagine that will work in your favor.
Awesome.
How do you plan on moving it?
I just put it on my shoulder.
Wait, can he, like, chop it up?
A several-day-old corpse
And
Can I-
that's been rotting on the ground in the sun.
with maggots.
Wait, do we have a... I suppose we don't have a bag, do we? Shit.
Well, we could put it in your backpack, but I don't
I'm
think
not
you want
putting that shit in my backpack.
Well, you were gonna carry it on your shoulder.
Yeah. Would it, like, stay together if I put it on my shoulder?
Probably not.
Well, do you want to pick it up?
I'm
You could
debating
just-
it.
You could just use your sword to chop it into carryable pieces.
Yeah. Let's see.
What? Your sword kills things all the time. What's the difference here?
Yeah, but it's all...
How are you
Oh.
supposed to be a warrior? What is
It's maggoty. It's not fresh. Anyway,
You're a
no, I mean,
baby.
I don't mind cutting up a fucking pig. It's that I don't want to put it in my backpack.
You don't have to. We could just carry it in thirds or something.
You just want to carry little pieces
Not little pieces, like cut the pig meat or something.
We need like a dead items bag. Anyway,
Dragging it.
yeah, let's just fucking drag this piece of shit. I grab both legs and
With one hand? I suppose you could.
I grab one leg and I pull.
It breaks in half.
Fair. You know, I'm just gonna drag this fucking thing all the way there.
Okay. Very well. You want to drag the bottom half of the pig carcass to the lake.
Yes. I'm gonna drag this fucking thing to the lake.
Okay, everyone else?
I gotta see this.
Okay, sure. Very well, you're just gonna follow Vidar? Okay. Vidar marches through town, dragging the pig corpse behind him. Well, I should probably remind you
I thought
that
we were outside of a farm. We were like by the forest, and we were going to a lake that was next to the forest. I didn't think we were just gonna go straight through town.
you have to go nearby at the very least because of the location. The farm is to the northwest. The lake is the southeast.
I thought we could have just went around.
It is not a crime to carry a dead pig.
No, it is not, but it is very weird.
That's totally fine.
It is very gross.
You receive many, many stares as you do so, but you eventually do make it down to the lake. It is now nighttime.
Well, I mean, wait, how late we talking?
The moon's a good way in the sky, and it's quite dark.
We can't leave this here, or they'll eat it while we're gone. I guess we could just...
Well, don't they come out at night, or was it evening?
I don't think
Lurkers
they
are
have-
nocturnal.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
well then,
we could hunt them then.
Oh, perfect. Okay, well, let's just put this out a little bit farther from the water so that they have to come out of the water to get it. And we'll just wait. And wait for an ambush. Wait to ambush them, I mean.
Can I get in a tree?
You're on a shore by a lake.
Are there trees by the lake?
No, unfortunately not. It's quite open.
Darn. Oh well. Well, are there like dunes we could like hide behind?
There's some kind of the shore of the lake is kind of lower down, so where the actual like sand around the lake is, the dirt bank is kind of high up. So you can kind of hide behind the sort of hilliness of that.
Yeah, sure, I do that.
Very
Anybody
well. So
else
everyone's just going to wait and watch for a lurker, right?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Very well. You all wait and wait and wait some more. Eventually, you all notice a stirring in the waters.
Oh, hey guys, maybe this is it. I hope it's not a sea bear.
You notice a very large, crab-like shaped kind of exoskeleton sort of emerge up from the water first.
Let's
And
wait
in
for
a
it to... Okay, continue.
and in a motion which you can only describe as lurking, it exits the water, standing on 2 legs? No, 4? Maybe 6? It's kind of hard to say. It has 2 main legs, but also multiple other smaller legs, which sometimes help it to walk and sometimes not. It has a very strange crustacean-like appearance. Its right arm has one very large pincer, while its left is much smaller. You see it...
And,
Yes.
yeah? No, continue.
Oh, it crawls a little further up onto land and begins to nip away. Num 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 num. Eating away at the pig.
I whisper, maybe this thing is skittish, so maybe I should try to shoot it.
Why, yes, that would be a great idea.
I take one of my bolts and I try to shoot.
Give me a roll.
I roll a 39.
Your archery skill is?
50.
Ah, excellent. You shoot a bolt right into its head.
I didn't even know where its head was.
Well, you assume it's its head anyway. The thing screeches out in agony. It has not been killed, but it is quite in pain.
Dorvin, now! And I jump down to...
I also jump out and attack.
Yeah, we go to attack together.
Very well. Give me a roll.
21.
Excellent! You rush in. Dorvin slides under his legs and cuts out right at the base so that it falls down onto what you assume to be its weirdly crustacean-like knee as Vidar swoops in, stabbing it right between its eyes, killing it.
Yeah! Ah, man, that felt good. I feel like we've been failing for so long now. It's good to actually kill something.
Well, you think there's any more that's gonna come? You think lurkers eat lurkers?
I don't know. Maybe.
As you say this, there's a stirring in the waters behind you.
Uh-oh. Prepare yourselves.
We need to get this body somewhere else. Like, so, in case they want to
I
steal
don't know.
it.
Do they eat themselves?
I don't see why not.
They might go for the pig first.
I just don't want to be like, oh, I killed like 5 of these things, but then one came up out of the water and stole all the bodies, and the farmer's just like, no body, no proof.
Well, let's just surround it.
All right.
Yeah. We wait to attack the others.
You await for the lurkers to come out of the water.
I mean...
Okay, then?
How many do we see?
Well, as the last one, they first appear by their heads popping up out of the water to inspect the land before they come up. You see 2, and then 4. You see 6.
Maybe we should run away.
Very quickly, the number rises to 10, and they begin to come onto land.
Oh dear God.
Let's grab the body and run, guys.
I pick up. Can I pick up the body of the?
Give me a quick strength roll.
60.
You toss the body onto your shoulder, and I'm assuming the 3 of you decide to flee from the waters before they come up.
Yeah.
Very well. You all make it back to Northwich unscathed. It seems that they didn't seem to want to pursue you outside of the lake region.
You know, if we could just like one at a time do that. That wouldn't be so bad, especially with your bow. You could easily just pluck them off one by one.
Well,
Iris,
there's 10 of them.
Iris, you were the one that read the books on the lurkers before, correct?
Yeah, I studied in the books a little bit.
At this time, you remember something that you noticed in passing on lurkers in the books, which was that lurkers, when threatened, will release a screech which attracts other lurkers.
Did we hear that screech?
Well, yeah, he said that it screeched out.
Oh, I gotcha.
So next time we got slit throat or something.
Maybe throw some silly putty on its face.
That doesn't exist yet.
I meant cover its mouth? But I don't know.
Shove your sword in its throat.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Of course.
Next. Well, yeah. Well, we can use that theory next time. Although, that pig is still out there. They might...
Probably not anymore.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so. Oh well, we have the other half of the pig we can use. Maybe we should cut it up this time. Have more pieces.
That's what I said.
Yeah, well, you know.
There's also the flower that you guys haven't, even attempted to find.
Well,
You decided... You did happen to decide that robbing a grave would be better than traveling a couple days up to another town just to get a flower.
There is a bear in the forest. I don't like
that. Is too
it.
dangerous.
Fair enough.
Alright,
So can we go to... Well, the fisher isn't gonna be awake, so maybe we could just go to the beast hall and sleep?
I don't think they're gonna look twice at a monster we have. I mean, I'm sure people bring dead things in here all the time. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's go to sleep, guys. Once we get to the Beastmen Guild.
You enter in. What the fuck are you doing?
Look, there was a bounty on these, and we killed one, but the fisher is...
But why did you bring the corpse here?
Where else were we gonna put it?
Those things are disease-ridden.
Ew. But
What kind of diseases?
Wait, let's not ask.
But I'm curious.
What? Look, better question is where do I put it?
Fine, I suppose you can put it out back.
I asked the man, but what kind of diseases, though?
I don't know, whatever lurkers carry. They're dirty animals.
Has anyone ever got sick from one?
They pollute water.
Well, good thing we killed it then.
Okay.
Or at least,
Man.
I think... Oh yeah,
I stopped
never
him.
mind.
I swear, if I wake up tomorrow and this corpse isn't in the back, I'm gonna start looking around. All right.
Maybe you could take out its eyeball and keep it in your pocket for the night.
By the way, just a quick note. The Beastman didn't really give you a honest answer, he didn't really know as far as the lurkers are concerned.
I can tell.
However, I will let you know, since you did read up on them, they eat dead bodies. You seem to forget that. So yes, they are disease-ridden.
But mushrooms eat dead things, and some of those can still be eaten perfectly fine. And they don't transfer disease, they're just poisonous, some of them.
Lurkers eat dead bodies, but they're kind of like sea rats.
Okay, well, okay.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be very good to sleep by them.
I was just gonna put it in a bed beside me, but, it's fine.
Okay, well, let's put this thing outside. I hope nobody takes this. I don't know who would want a corpse. So, I mean, I'm hoping it'll be fine.
Why don't you carve into it, do not touch?
I guess I could, but they would have to kind of look at that carefully.
Well, it's not, can we leave a note?
Do we have any paper?
Maybe in the hall somewhere? There's a piece of paper.
Do we see any paper?
Do you see any paper in the hall?
In the hall, yeah.
It is anywhere in the hall.
Why don't you ask?
I ask, hey, is there any paper or pens, quills?
Oh, we have a couple spare in the library.
Okay, well, thank you.
Hey, while all of this is happening, I'm gonna stay in the hall and I'm gonna eat one of my food rations.
Very well, you do so. You have now eaten and feel quite revigorated. Full of vigor.
We haven't ate in a few days.
Oh, yeah.
I ate yesterday.
Now, you guys been eating pretty consistently, but you haven't eaten today.
I had my honey mead this morning. That fills me with vigor.
Yes, because drinking in the morning is a great idea.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it is.
Well, let's see what I have. I have a loaf, so I'll eat that loaf.
Very well, you eat a stale loaf.
Better than a rotten loaf.
This is
No.
very true.
Anyway, let's
I
go to
don't
that
think I have
library.
any food.
You have food rations. We all have food rations. We haven't eaten the food
Oh.
rations.
I, for some reason, did not write those down. I don't know why. I'm sure that I have eaten at least one, so I'll say I have two, I guess? Because we all started with 3, didn't we?
Yes, you
Yeah.
started with 3.
Then I'll have 2 left, so I'll eat 1. Wait. Before I eat anything, I want to make sure this thing is away from whatever I'm eating. So I put it out back, and before I eat, I get that paper and write down, don't touch, diseased.
We'll come for later.
Will come for later. And then I put it, like, I kind of, like, squish it on the thing. Yeah,
that works.
I take the paper and I kind of, like, push it, like, against... No, I know. I
You
put
press the paper onto its skin, which it sticks because it's covered in a very viscous slime, which you are also quite covered in.
No!
From having carried it.
I look... Can I take a shower anywhere?
Shower?
Is there a bathhouse or anything?
Well, there's the lake.
Damn
But
it.
that's polluted.
It's not polluted, it just has lurkers.
That's polluted.
Where do people wash around here? Usually in the old days there was, like, either a bathhouse or, like, a place to scrub in.
Most people bathe in their homes. It's a small town.
I asked...
Go knock on somebody's door and ask the maid.
Maybe the
You
beastman.
may ask a beastman, yes.
Excuse me, Beastman.
Yes. I am a beastman.
What's your name?
Tom.
Hello, Tom. Is there any place to bathe around here?
I suppose you could use the Guildhall bathing area, which I would highly recommend, you slime-covered filth bag.
Hey, look here, Tom. Sometimes you get dirty. It happens.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, I go bathe.
You do so.
I am a dirty boy, and now I am a clean boy.
You are now well cleaned.
Yay! I eat my ration, and then I do some push-ups, and then I go to bed.
Before bed, I want to try and see if I can read a bit in the library. Just on more general monster knowledge.
Very well. Dorvin, do you have any plans for this evening? Well, it's actually quite deep in the night at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep.
Sure,
wait.
go right ahead.
I just remembered. I can't. I only have one arm. I
Yeah.
do sit-ups, not push-ups.
One arm push up. I mean, you did carry 2 barrels of
You are
mortar.
a level 10 strength.
I mean, I probably could do it, but then I'd feel like uneven because then my left arm wouldn't be getting it. So I just do some sit-ups for right now. Then I go to bed. And some squats.
Very well. You are woken the next morning by Ramon.
Did I learn anything?
Oh, hey.
Do I have a little bit more general knowledge?
I will say that you skimmed through in a short amount of time some general information on monsters, which in the future may give you insight in some roles later.
Okay.
Oh, since the night passed, did we get any EXP from
You
killing
all
that?
gained 1 experience.
Yay!
Now we have 8.
No, we have 9.
8.
You must have missed one.
No,
When
yeah,
did
you
I
all
get
had
one?
you all had 8, so you're all at 9 now.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
we're at 9.
You're all 1 point away from leveling up.
We need to kill something quickly. We need a lot.
Vidar says as he is awoken by Ramon. Whoa there! I see you're quite spirited from yesterday.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Pleasant dreams then?
Oh, yes. I dreamed of killing monsters.
I just wanted to let you know that I've already sent word, a messenger down towards, well, the Heartland, the Citadel. Hopefully we'll get word back from our Beastmen brothers down there to form an small army that might be able to take out the Goblin City soon. However, it'll be some time before they get here.
That's fine. We have stuff to do anyway. Oh, there seems to be, like, a lot of these lurker things in that lake nearby.
Well, of course. Lurkers always live in groups, after all.
How big exactly can these groups get?
Lurker groups? Well, when they first start out, they usually have around a family or so, maybe about 5. They'll start to grow a bit from there into, say, 10, sometimes 20. And if you let them go for too long and they have too much food and a good excess of it, they can eventually grow into infestations of lurkers, which can range into the hundreds.
We should probably start killing these things.
Of course, the only way for lurkers to reach those kind of numbers is if they had a large amount of dead bodies to eat.
Uh-oh.
They don't have a lot of dead bodies, though.
Yeah.
How fast do they reproduce?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think that's something I've ever looked into.
I mean, that is kind of important knowledge.
Yeah, just to keep them under control.
Well, generally we just kill all of them.
Fair enough. How many people do you usually send to kill them?
Depends on the size of the group.
I guess that would make sense. Okay, well, we killed one yesterday. We're gonna take it over to that guy who's gonna pay us some... Fisher, yeah, we're gonna go take it over to the fisherman, see if we can get a little bit of money from him. Then we're gonna kill some more. That's
Huh.
our, that's
Well,
our plan today.
it's good to see that you're all so spirited today.
Yep, I'm feeling pretty spirited. I'm ready to kill me another.
Very well. So you all plan to go outside?
Yeah, I want
Yes.
to go
Well,
grab
I
the
mean-
corpse.
I don't think that the lurkers will be asleep now. So what are we gonna do in the daytime?
Bring
We
this
can-
body to the fisherman.
Oh, right. Besides that, though. Well, let's just do that first, I guess.
Yeah, let's get the body first, and then we'll worry about what we're gonna do.
Very well. You begin dragging the body outside, and just as soon as you get out there, you hear a boy running around, a town crier.
What?
What's he say?
A town Do you not know what a town crier is?
I do.
Okay, what is he yelling?
He is yelling, "The farmer! The farmer is dead!"
Oh, son of a bitch!
I knew it was Juju! Everything is bad. This is why we shouldn't have stayed there.
Damn it! Fucking hell! Now who's going to pay us?
What? No, the fisherman.
Oh!
Wow, Mora.
I
Wow.
thought it was
You're
fire.
cold! This man just died to some mystic demon, and you're just like, man,
Now where's our
Give me the
money?
gold.
I mean, do you guys really care?
I think
Yes.
you're a jerk.
Because that was more quest money we could have got.
We didn't even know the guy.
I think you're a jerk, but I do want money.
Exactly.
But at the same time, I doubt that the farmer had a lot of money either.
Well, it's fair enough, because the fisher was the one who's paying us anyway. So we're all good. Still,
Right.
that sucks that he died.
Maybe we can investigate the body after we're done this.
As you're talking, you are surrounded by guards.
Whoa. Hey. What do you want?
Is this about the lurker that we're carrying?
You travelers are under suspicion of murder.
Why?
Didn't you just hear? The farmer is dead.
Yeah.
And
Newcomers
why?
are always under suspicion around here.
Oh,
Well, you can
yeah,
ask the beast hall. We were
Racist against newcomers.
You're damn straight, newbie.
killing. You can ask the beastmen. We brought in this lurker last night, so we would have had to been over by the pond where the lurkers are.
Yep. We have an alibi.
Save your story for the mayor.
Can we?
You're coming with us.
Can we bring the lurker? He's stinky.
No, you put that disgusting filth down.
Right. We're in the middle of town, if you say so.
You're actually just outside the Beastmen Guild. You haven't gone much.
It's gonna go so rancid.
Damn it, I want some money for this thing. Fine, let's go to the mayor so I can convince him to leave us alone.
As you're being taken off, you hear Ramon from behind you. Don't worry, guys. I'll figure out something. I know you guys didn't do it. I'll figure out how to get you guys cleared.
Thank you, Ramon. I shout out.
You are taken to the town hall to see the mayor. He says, Well. I should have known 3 newcomers in my town would have caused all this ruckus. Dragging dead pigs through the streets,
Yeah, it sounds like the
carrying
baker.
slime-covered, disease-ridden creatures back from the waters.
Are you related to the baker?
I don't know what you're talking about. You dirty, slimy boy.
I took a shower.
You picked it back up this
Covered in
morning.
Slime.
No, I was dragging it, so it's not all over me this time.
Slimy boy.
Damn it, fucking... You know what? Look, we did. I'm going to use the most sound logic ever. I'm going to try to persuade.
Of course.
I'm just going to say.
Tell me what you say.
We didn't do it.
Wow, so convincing there.
I really want to get like a high roll just so I can say that. It would be hilarious.
Well, I mean, if you had come up with something more clever, I might have given you advantage. I was well prepared to do so, but yeah, sure, you didn't do it. Let's go with that. Give me a roll.
I hate you.
Oh, perfect. 11.
Well, I suppose that is a very convincing argument.
Oh my god.
But if you didn't do it, I have to wonder who did.
Well, you see, that farmer, he had posted on that board, and we did a small amount of investigating, that something has been completely ransacking his pigs. Just blood everywhere. Maybe what killed his pigs killed him.
Oh my, and what do you think it could possibly have been?
I don't know. We were trying to figure that out ourselves.
Well, there have been a lot of goblins running around lately. I mean, I don't know if that's it, but could be.
Well, what was it that you found at the farm?
Blood everywhere.
A completely dead pig. Burn marks in the pig as well.
Burn marks? Like from a fire?
Like as if someone had set their sword on fire to kill the pig.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
Well, I can't help it.
Sorcery!
Oh, no. It could have been.
Or some crazy man with whale oil on his sword.
Yeah. Could have just, put oil
No,
on his
no. Clearly this was sorcery.
Oh, no.
I'll need to inform the Inquisition about this.
Yes.
What are they gonna do?
While they're going to investigate it, of course.
Yes. By all means, get the Inquisition involved. I'm sure there'll be no issues there. I'm sure they'll get the culprit right quick.
You see the mayor
What
point...
exactly... How did the farmer die?
But why would I tell you that?
Well, we were accused of it. I might as well know what happened.
Well, if you didn't do it, why do you care?
Maybe we could help.
Very well. The farmer's head was removed from his body, cleaved clean off with a sword. It was then hung up, strung up with a hook in his neck, hanging from the ceiling.
That's not very nice.
That does sound pretty goblinish, but I don't know.
His body was then stripped of its clothes, dragged out into the pig pen, where it was lit on fire.
Okay.
That could have been goblins.
I think... How did no one notice that?
Well, I mean, he's not... Is he... I forget, is the farm, like, in town, or is it, like, right outside town? I'm asking the
The
DM.
farm is the outskirts of town.
Yeah, that's probably why. Okay, well, are we free to go?
Why, yes, I suppose you are. I'm terribly sorry for all the accusations.
It's fine, it's fine. We were newcomers.
Shut up.
Anyway, let's get out of here.
As you exit, you see Ramon at the steps of the town hall. Oh, I'm glad he let you guys go. I was just about to come in.
Yeah, we got lucky. I had a solid defense.
That is good. I wouldn't want you to be convicted for a crime of the dead.
Nope, we definitely did not.
Whoa, a crime of the dead.
What?
Well, it's definitely not a crime of the living anymore.
Wouldn't it be a crime of killing a person?
No. A crime of the dead. This wasn't done by any man.
What?
Living, anyway.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Why, I would have assumed that... You guys said you investigated the farm, right?
Yeah. Well, she
Well,
did.
didn't you know? Those signs. That was a wraith.
A wraith?
Yes, the farmer was being haunted by a wraith.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
You mean like a ghost?
A wraith, a vengeful spirit.
Oh, shit. I think ghosts attack people.
These ones do.
That's pretty fucking scary. How exactly do you hurt a wraith?
Oh, well, you need a special oil.
Oh, I got
I bet that's expensive.
Well, it requires certain materials, and certain wraiths require certain oils.
What kind of wraith do you think this one was?
Well, this was a night wraith, clearly. It attacked only during the night time.
Night wraith, then.
Indeed.
Okay. Well, hope that shit doesn't come back.
It probably will.
Oh.
Wait, but if it's a vengeful spirit, well, wouldn't it be haunting him for specific reasons, or is it just vengeful in general?
It's just generally vengeful.
What causes this wraith?
Usually violent deaths. They latch onto a person, begin to show signs, damaging their property and other such things, and eventually they kill them.
You'd think he would have left by that point.
Well, by the time that the wraith would have appeared, there's nothing he probably could have done.
Oh.
What do wraiths look like?
A ghost?
Well, they're a specter of sorts. They generally wear gowns of what they were buried in. Oftentimes they are women.
Ah.
Sounds kind of like a banshee, but not. And also deadly.
How tough are they? Oh, like, scale to 1 to 10.
Well, if you don't have the right oils to fight them, a wraith could easily kill the entire goblin city we've been dealing with.
Oh, we should set it on it.
And, yeah. What about with the right oil?
It could still quite easily kill an army.
Well, then we're not going near it now, are we?
How are you guys going to take care of this thing?
Us? This is beyond us. This is the Inquisition's problem now.
And good luck to them. Well, we have a corpse to deliver, so we're gonna head on over to back to the guild to get our corpse.
Oh, yes, of course. I would very much like for you to get that rancid thing off the steps.
Yes, it does smell. Let's get this. We'll see you later.
Of course, I'll see you.
Alright. Let's head on back to the guild hall to get that smelly thing.
You gather the corpse of the dead lurker and travel your way back to the fisherman.
Hey, fisherman!
He doesn't respond.
You better fucking be alive. I go over and I look at him. Is he sleeping?
Yes.
I knew it. I splash a little water. Wait, no, that's a bad idea. It's probably infected. I give him a poke.
The water is fine. I told you. Anyway, whatever.
I give him a poke, easy enough.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, what is that rancid smell? Why are you covered in slime?
We killed a lurker.
Oh, did you? Oh! Well, I suppose you did.
Yep, we got one. There's more, but here's the first one.
But that's good, but what about the rest of them?
We're gonna get those as the nights continue.
Yeah, one at a time, two at a time, something like that. But we just thought we'd bring you the first one to confirmation of death, before this thing rotted away, I guess.
We could also use it perhaps to catch more later.
Yep, that's the plan.
I don't know about none of that. I don't think lurkers eat their own.
I wouldn't know. But it stinks.
It does do that. Whew! That's a smelly son of a bitch.
Well, we killed one. I know there's still plenty more, but could we maybe have, a little money for this first one?
You folks trying to bleed me dry. I was paying you for a job done, not a job incomplete.
I know, just part of it, not the full amount. Just a tiny bit.
Well, I ain't got much, but here's you can have a copper each. How's that?
Sure. Okay.
You're working for a fisherman.
Yeah, I know. Okay, copper it is.
Well, you all have one more copper than you had before.
Woohoo! On our way to riches.
Now, could you do me a favor and get that damn corpse out of here?
Sure. Do you know where a good place would be to put it?
The hell would I know?
Well,
I live out here on this dock pretty much day to day.
I wonder if there's anyone who buys animal parts.
These are not animal parts. This is just decomposed, rotten garbage.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there any place you guys put garbage?
Like a town garbage dump?
I'd guess just dump it in the forest somewhere.
I'm sure Brutus will love eating this.
I don't think Brutus will come anywhere near that.
Is there any local shrubbery or anything nearby?
Not around the lake.
Damn it! I was just gonna throw it in the bush.
You could throw it in the lake, I guess.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No. Okay, is there any trees anywhere close by?
There's a tree.
I put it behind the tree.
Sure, it's behind the tree.
Okay, good enough. Let's let's go to the farm. Well,
Let's not go to the. Well, I mean, it's day, so it should be fine.
yeah, it should be fine. They won't. The Inquisition won't be there as of yet. I mean, they were just informed. Let's go over to the farm, cut up that pig, and then actually, I wonder how much like another bag would cost. We should have like a monster part bag. I don't want to mess up my backpack. Let's go back to town. Let's go to like the general store real quick.
Very
You know-
well.
You do have rope.
Yeah. What, you want me to just drag it along?
Worked fine the last time.
Yeah, but I want to have like multiple pieces so we can like, so this can go.
Do you not
So we
remember
don't
how long your rope is?
50 feet.
Yeah. That's a lot.
I know.
It's
But-
a lot of rope.
It is. We can scale a mountain with this fucking thing. But anyway, let's. I don't know. Should we get like another little mini bag? I forget how much bags cost.
Well, that's because you've never asked anybody how much a bag cost.
Okay, well, let's go to the general store really quick.
Okay, sure. You go into the general store, store containing items which you would consider to be quite general.
Excuse me.
Why, yes, hello, how's it going? I am the general store man.
Hello, general store man.
Weren't you a
Do you
lady
have-
before?
That is true, I was a lady before. That was my daughter.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. How much do your bags cost?
How big a bag do you need? I could get you a potato sack for a copper.
Oh, a potato sack. That'll probably suit our needs. Although I guess we can't really wear that. But trying to think.
You could line your backpack with the potato sack.
Oh, well, nah.
And then you can take the sack out.
Yeah, but wouldn't like it seep through the material?
Depends on how good the potato sack is.
Well, it'll suit
Medieval
our-
potato sacks are different than modern potato sacks. Potato sacks are made of a sackcloth material, which is quite durable.
Oh, so could water seep through?
Water can seep through it, yes. However, it will contain everything quite well. It's not going to, like, break as a result.
Like, would blood seep through?
Yes, but it's not going to be a problem. It's not going to
Okay.
break the sack. It's just going to be bleeding a bit.
Okay. Yeah,
I will remind you, since none of you seem to think about it, and it should be something quite obvious, you can use your rope to toss it over your shoulder.
Oh.
You could tie it up.
Yeah, but I wanted to cut it up into tiny little bits. And I'll just, like, throw all the bits into my backpack.
Then why do you need the sack?
To keep it in?
A very confused man.
Man, with it, as smart as you guys are, I'm surprised you haven't managed to kill the whole goblin horde by now.
Don't question. I'd buy the fucking sack.
You buy a potato sack for 1 copper.
Hey, my good copper going to a good cause.
Oh, you now have a potato sack.
Hey, potato sack, let's go get that corpse.
You say aloud.
Pig corpse. Pig corpse.
You reiterate.
Let's go.
You travel up to where the rest of the pig body is. The other half of it. It has had some time to ripen a bit more.
What is that lovely smell?
I cut it into chunks and throw it in the potato sack.
You have a full sack of pig parts.
Woohoo!
And a dirty sword.
I'll rinse this off in the lake later. Okay. Do we have, Oh yeah. Are there any other body parts near the farm?
Well, why don't we look?
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. Let's look at the back of the farm, see if we see anything.
There are guards in the farm.
Then let's not go there. Okay, let's go back to the lake.
You travel back and it is now nighttime.
Sweet. I take one of the pieces of the dirty, rotten pig and I throw it on the ground.
You do so.
And alright, let's get back to our previous positions.
Yes, let us hide.
You go back to where you were before. As the night before, you wait. And a lurker lurches up onto the shore bank and begins num 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 on the little bits of pig.
Hey Iris, try to shoot it and I guess that's its mouth? I don't know.
I'll try my best. I
Well.
roll an 8.
Excellent. In fact, that's actually critical, so that would mean automatic 6. Yeah. You fire a bolt right between the eyes, and the lurker dies instantaneously.
Oh shit!
Oh, well, let's drag that body off into the bushes and lure another one out.
Yeah, let's bring that over here. Or,
Yeah.
you know, somewhere safe.
Yep, let's drag that one back here.
As you begin dragging the body out, another one starts to come up onto shore.
I drop the body, and I prepare, but Iris probably sees it first, because I'm assuming she stayed up there to fire off again. I've been dragging pretty much everything, even though I only have one arm. But yeah, it would probably just be me or Jorvin down here, and she's probably still up there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Who would... I guess Iris would fire first then, because she would see.
If she wants to.
Okay. So, I'll fire, and I roll a 31.
You fire off another bolt. Your aim is on point today, as you fire it right between the eyes, and this one dies. However, its body was still in the water and gets swept back in.
Oh no!
Why don't we wait until they start coming onto shore?
I
They
didn't
would
know
only
it
come
had-
out to shore if he screams.
Well, how about the next one? You aim for the left.
Then he'll definitely scream, and then there'll be like 10 of them
Wait.
after us.
Yeah, let's not wait for them to scream.
Why don't
You
you
are-
just grab the one
you
that's
are-
sinking into the water?
You are all yelling this across the way to each other, by the way.
It's okay. They don't care if we're yelling. I'm hoping.
I didn't see any... I think they go off mostly smell. I can't tell.
I don't know. But wait, let's. I don't know if I want to grab the one in the water, because then they might like grab my leg or something.
But you can't even see it anymore.
Okay. Well then. All right. Well, let's just keep count. That was 2. We got 2. I didn't know it was just a head out of the water. I thought he had come up on land. Alright, well, let's just keep waiting, I guess. Might as well keep going.
Well, you're just standing there with the corpse.
Oh. Well, I go hide back with Iris.
And you leave the corpse there?
No, okay. I drag it farther back.
I whisper to Vidar and I say,
How you whisper?
maybe.
You're up there.
Well, you came back, didn't you?
No, I gotta drag this corpse back first. I just drag it farther back along the coastline.
Okay, well, you're back with Iris now, so what was it you were trying to say, Iris?
I said, maybe instead of the whole bodies, maybe you could just chop off their heads, and that would be good enough.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that would be. I just didn't know if their heads were, like, part of their torso, or how that worked.
Their heads are kind of part of their torso. They're like a weird crab-like thing. However, it dawns on you that you might take a claw.
Oh, yeah.
As their claws are arm-sized.
Oh, yeah.
Don't they
you
have-
could just take their claw.
Don't they have 2 of those?
They only have one big claw, though.
Oh, we just grab a bunch of big claws. Okay, I cut off a big claw. Throw it in my meat sack.
With your pigs.
Yep.
That
my
is
monster
the most rancid sack I have ever seen in my life.
It cost a copper. It's fine. Anyway, we wait for another.
You wait for some time, but it seems that the commotions that you guys made with talking and yelling has scared them a bit, and nothing comes out for the rest of the night.
Damn. Oh. Alright. Well, guess we go to bed.
Can I?
Go.
Oh, so we're just gonna sleep out here at the lake? Okay.
No, I said go back to the Beastman Guild.
What were you saying, Iris?
I said, can I read up a bit on wraiths before bed?
Sure. I'll say you have about an hour to try to find some information about wraiths. Give me a roll.
81. So, that's a nope.
Yeah, you can't find the book on it.
This library's too big. Too confusing. They're not even alphabetically organized.
Very well, you all sleep through the night. Vidar, what did you do with that sack?
Uh-oh.
It's in your backpack, isn't it?
No, he has to
No.
carry it around. It's too big to fit in his backpack.
Well, he just
I
was carrying it.
I brought it with me.
It has leaked slime and blood onto the Beastmen floor.
I thought you said it wouldn't be, it would hold.
I said it wouldn't break. I never said it wouldn't leak. What the fuck? You! Clean this up!
Do we have a mop?
Those haven't been invented yet.
Get
Wait.
some water from the well and start scrubbing this up.
Oh, damn it, I'm tired. Okay. I go and do so. I scrub the floors. Damn it. And then after I scrub, I go to sleep.
No, you woke up and it was... Right?
No, I'll say that they made him scrub the floors before he went to bed because he pulled it into the guild hall and got blood everywhere. So now you go to sleep.
We need to get, like, a waterproofed bag.
I don't don't know if they have those here.
Leather.
Anywhere. Leather? That would be expensive.
A leather bag, yeah.
Okay. So everyone just goes to sleep then. Alright. You didn't eat today, but you did yesterday, so you're okay.
Yeah, we should probably buy some food.
By the way,
It's not food rations, but
you all gained 1 experience for that day,
Oh, yeah!
finally bringing you up high enough to level up.
Fuck yeah!
So you can reset your experience points back down to 0. And, before we do that, let me just explain where all of you are at the current. Vidar, you wake up in a field.
What?
You wake up in a field.
Okay. This is a field? Like in a dream, or what?
No, you're not in the hall. You wake up somewhere you don't know. In a field. A farm field. Full of wheat.
What the hell? What time of day is it?
Dorvin awoke inside of the mill. And Iris, you wake up in the Beast Hall, confused as to why they aren't there.
man, they left without me again. I gotta stop oversleeping.
Have I seen this field? Is it just...
It just looks like a wheat field. You're in the middle of it. You can't really see much of anything.
Huh. That's weird.
I guess
Oh,
let's
now I got here.
be skilled.
There is a small box, by the way,
A box?
Okay.
at your
What is
feet.
in this? What is
At
in this
all of
box?
our feeds?
No, only at Vidar's foot. There's something nearby you, Dorvin, but we'll get to that in a minute. There's a small box by your foot.
I pick up the box.
It's a simple little wooden box. There is
there
a note attached to the box.
I read it.
It simply says, "A gift."
Oh, okay. Is there any way to open the box?
It's not locked. It just has a simple latch on it.
I open it.
You open it up, and there is a strange substance in it. Not
What is-
a substance like you've ever seen. Not a liquid or a solid or a gas or it's
A
It's
plasma.
it's like energy, but cold.
right. Cool.
It's black yet pulsating.
I touch it.
It's cold to the touch, and you feel a strange compulsion to grab it.
I follow my compulsion and I grab it.
Without thinking, you crush it in your hand.
I
The
do
strange
so.
energy of it flows into you.
Oh.
You suddenly feel quite reinvigorated, and your
Ooh.
arm is no longer broken.
Oh shit. I I just feel like I can move my arm again. Like I just
You can
not
feel
broken.
your arm repair itself.
Oh, fucking hell! Whoa! I like move my arm. I was like, wiggle my fingers, look down at it. Oh my gosh, what is this? I'm very confused.
Yes, you indeed are. Dorvin, you are inside of the mill. You awaken.
Okay.
Is that what you say upon awakening in a place you did not go to sleep?
Yeah. I mean, I'm confused, obviously.
Right. There's a book at your foot.
Okay, I look at the book.
There's a note attached to it.
I read the book. I read the note.
The note says, "A gift."
Okay, what is this book?
You look into the cover and find that it says, "Translation Guide." It seems to be a translation guide for a mysterious language.
Oh my.
That's what you've been looking for.
Yes. Do I recognize the language from anything I've seen?
The language that the book translates is the same language of the mysterious writings in the book that you have currently in your backpack.
Oh boy.
The language that the priest referred to as sorceries is referred to in this book by another name.
Okay.
That name is Elder. The Elder Tongue language.
Ooh.
Okay, can I just sit here today and study it?
If you want to.
I'll just do that.
Very well.
Quick question before you head on to Iris. When I crushed that thing, did
Yes.
it disappear?
Yes. It went into you.
Oh. That's weird. Okay, continue.
Iris, you awaken. Nobody is there.
Are there any beastmen around?
Yes.
I go to one of the beastmen and I say, "Hey, did you see, my friends leave this place?"
Oh, well, I was asleep last night, but perhaps the night guard did. He is just over there. He hasn't gone to sleep yet.
I go over to the night guard and I say, "Hey, did you see anyone leave this morning? If you recognize them, my friends."
Oh, why, yes, I did. Your party members did.
Yeah, did you see where they were going?
Why, they just followed that man out. I'm assuming he's your friend.
What man?
Why, there was a man last night. He came in, and your friends got up and followed him out.
What did this man look like?
I don't believe I got a good look at him, but he had a black cloak on.
You don't know at all what direction they went or anything?
Well, they left, and that's all I know.
Well, thank you anyway. I go and I decide I'm just gonna wait here and see if they return. And I'll just wait studying in the library to see. And if they don't come back in a certain amount of time, then I'll go out looking for them.
Very well. Let's back to you, Vidar.
I am here.
What do you want to do now?
Do I see anyone nearby?
Nope, you're in a cornfield. Or sorry, a wheat field.
And I've never seen this place before, right?
You can't see because there is wheat.
Oh, okay. Well, I still have the box, right?
The box fell apart.
Oh, weird.
Like
Okay.
it decomposed into dirt.
Whoa, that's strange. Okay, well, I guess I walk forward in hopes of getting out of the wheat field.
You exit the wheat field to find that you are in the farm, or by the farm, house in Northwich.
Oh, okay. I head back to the Beastman Guild.
You hear a man call out to you. You there! What are you doing?
Huh?
You see a man approach you. He is wearing white and red atop armor.
I got lost.
Lost? And you found yourself in a field of wheat?
Yeah, I made a wrong turn. I was trying to get back into town, and I was cutting through the wheat field.
Sounds rather suspicious to me.
Not really. I mean...
But I suppose there's nothing here you could have done.
No, just
Move along. This is Inquisition work.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to interfere with your business. And I head on back to the Beastman Guild.
Very well. You head back to the Beastmen Guild, where you find Iris.
I said, hey, where'd you go without me? The night guard said that you guys left in the middle of the night with some stranger? What's this about?
I did?
That's what he said.
I just...
Some guy wearing a cloak?
Wait.
Telling me you don't know what you're telling me?
Is there anyone nearby?
Yes, you're in the Beastmen Hall. It's not exactly a... well, actually, you're in the library, which is a bit shut off from the rest of it, but if you speak too loudly, people will hear you.
Okay, well, I'm saying this quiet.
I whisper to Iris, I say, I woke up in a field, and that's... I didn't... Like, I just woke up there. I didn't walk out there to my remembrance. I went to bed, and I woke up there.
Well, the night guard said some weirdo in a cloak came in, and you and Dorvin got up and followed him and left.
Oh, man, we gotta find Dorvin. But,
What happened to you?
What happened?
Yeah, why? What happened?
Well, I found this box. It was given to me, I guess, and it had this weird thing in it, and it I just gonna sound weird, but it went into me. I don't know exactly how to explain it. It just I don't know if it was some kind of parasite or what, but it just absorbed into my skin.
Oh, this is terrible. You've got a demon.
I don't know if it was all that. I mean, look at my arm, and I wiggle my fingers. I take my cast off.
You should probably not do that. It'll be very suspicious if your arm is suddenly better.
Oh, I didn't think about that. You're right. And I put my hand back on my cast.
It's a sling, not a cast.
A sling. I put it. Oh, then yeah, that'd be easier. And I just put my arm back in my sling.
This seems very worrying. You must have found Dorvin. Do you have any idea where he could be?
I don't. But hey, just out of curiosity, since I got this, did you get anything?
No, I woke up and you guys were gone, and I thought you left and bought bread without me.
Was there anything just out of curiosity, was there anything by your bed?
I mean, I didn't see anything.
Huh. Okay. I was just curious. I mean, alright.
Of course, you didn't check.
Well, okay. I go to my bed and I check.
You find a note.
Oh, I bet this is a note about how much I suck. What does it say?
It just says you suck.
The exterior of the note says, for the Dar.
And what if I don't?
You could just read it.
Nah. I give it to him and ask him what it says. Because, seems kind of bad to be messing with this.
Huh. I read it.
It says, "Close call, brother. Be sure and be more careful next time."
Careful with what?
That's all it says. "Close call, brother. Be sure to be more careful next time."
And this was at the foot of Iris's bed?
You found it underneath one of the beds you guys sleep under.
Oh, okay. I wonder what he means.
Well, did anything happen when you were coming back?
Oh, well, I mean, I ran into one of those Inquisition guys. Gave me the creeps, honestly. I mean,
you're not exactly telling me comfortable things either,
Well, yeah, I mean, look, whatever happened, I'm pretty sure magic was involved. And, I mean, I don't know what went into me or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it had to do with magic. And so I definitely... Maybe he means I got really close to the Inquisition guy.
Yeah, how did he get this note in here? I didn't see anyone.
Maybe he's really sneaky.
Or maybe he left it last night.
Oh yeah, we were gone for a while. He could have easily left it while we were gone.
How did he know that was gonna happen?
Maybe he meant something else.
Maybe he did. I got no idea what he means. Oh wait, we did... Oh yeah, that's right. We went to the We almost got captured by the Inquisition people. Before, remember? They blamed us for the murder? Maybe that's what
they
they
weren't
mean.
there. That was just the mayor. The mayor never accused us of being sorcerers or something. He just said...
No. Remember? They called us... The Inquisition guy called us there, or whoever... And
what are you talking about?
Oh, the mayor, that's right. Sorry. The mayor called us there, and he
blamed us. He thought that we killed someone, but he didn't think it was sorcery until I said that how the pig died.
Yeah, but he could have blamed us for the sorcery. Either way, it was a close call, so that could have been it. Anyway, I gotta figure out who these guys are. Though I don't really know who I'd even ask about it. Maybe I could find a book in the library.
Yes, I mean, that's where we are, so let's take a look around. I've been studying up on plants and we can eat and stuff like that.
What exactly would I even look for? Shady organizations?
Maybe... I don't know if they'd have anything on that subject, but maybe...
Well, we could wait here while... Maybe... I mean... If I found my way back, maybe Dorvin will find his way back. Though, I mean, I wouldn't even know where to ask. Wait, you said that guy said he saw us leaving?
Yeah, it was some cloak guy.
Well, if I'm okay, then I'm assuming Dorvin will be okay. Here, let's read here, and if he's not back in a little while, we can go look for him.
All right. I continue to read.
What are you reading?
I'm reading, as I said, I'm trying to research about what plants are poisonous and stuff like that.
Okay, and I'll try to find a book on shady organizations.
As you're doing this, Dorvin returns with urgent news.
Oh, hey, Dorvin. What happened?
Well, I woke up in the middle.
Oh, kind of similar to me. You just woke up at a random location.
There's something you discovered, by the way, Dorvin. You now know what... You were able to decipher enough from the book that you now know what the mysterious note, talks about.
Oh.
And what does it talk?
Well, I figured Dorvin might want to tell you a bit about the book he found first.
Oh, okay.
Well, I found a book on the language I've been studying from that church and it translates it.
So you found a translation guide for that book of yours? Awesome. So what's the book say?
Well, he doesn't know what the book says entirely yet. But he hasn't had a chance to study through all of it. But he has learned enough to know what the note that he has, the mysterious note from the priest, was talking about.
Okay, so what does the note say?
The priest was trying to use ancient elders' magic to keep the goblins away.
I guess that didn't work.
You can assume that his spell must have failed, and the goblins knew. The note part of the note mentions that his spell has worn off, and that he desperately needs to gather another material to strengthen the spell back to full power before the goblins come. And that's what was that was what was written on the note.
So he was trying to make a spell to get them to go away, but it didn't work.
No, he had a spell that was keeping them away, and it wore off. And he needed materials to redo the spell.
I guess he didn't get it fast enough.
Do I read what these materials are?
You only know of the materials that the priest needed, but not the full materials or the spell, as it is only sort of a frantic note of what was wrong. It seemed that he needed some wormwort. For what you don't know.
I would definitely study more on that, Dorvin. I mean, at this point, we need all the help we can get.
Okay. Well, to sum up today's events, or to sum up what just has all transpired, a couple of you woke up in mysterious locations and came across mysterious gifts. The Inquisition has, in a single night, arrived in town and is now investigating for a wraith. You are in possession of materials which could be considered to be, well, not just considered to be, but are sorceries. Magic books. Or at least books written in the language most associated with magic.
How many do we have? I thought we just had one.
You have the book that's a translation guide, and you have the magic book itself.
I gotcha.
Both of which are considered to be punishable offenses by the Inquisition, punishable by death. Of course, you're also waiting for word back from this capital city on how the Beastmen are going to handle the goblin problem. And you're also dealing with lurkers in the lake. And with that, we will end today's session.